Hey everyone, Mike Rosehart here, talking to you guys today about something that comes up a lot in the FI community and for people looking to pull the trigger on financial independence or retiring early. And that is, when is enough enough? When is it time to pull the parachute, jump out of the plane, and leap into financial independence and quit your job? I don't have the answer for you guys. I'm still thinking about it myself. I don't know when enough is enough. I'm now 2% safe withdrawal rate. If you guys know what that means, it means that I generate income passively from my net worth and investment portfolio that is over two times what I need to actually cover all of my living expenses. So by definition, I should have no hunger for money. And it's sort of weird because it never feels like enough. I'm still out there. I know I told you guys that I sold from 15 properties down to 4 properties, but guess what? I'm back up to now 7 properties. I did a couple joint venture projects with a few friends, some local deals that I've been working on. I just can't stay out of it. Maybe it's because I love it. Maybe I like being involved in real estate. And truth be told, maybe I like a little bit of punishment. I don't know. But when you think about it, I think I'm just drawn to the hunt of the deal. And I like the excitement of working with someone else to come up with creative solutions to solve complex problems. It just so happens that when I solve those problems, I make a ton of money. And if you're out there looking and finding problems in whatever it is, whatever business you're in, if you're out there finding the problems and then finding solutions to those problems and solving those problems, you're gonna create a ton of value for people. And it doesn't matter what you're doing in the world, if you're creating value for people, money will flow to you. If you create more value than you receive, in the long term, you will build social capital, you will build real tangible capital. And it's something you just can't help doing. If you've reached an unlocked financial independence or you've got far enough along, you've been able to save a few bucks, you've got a little bit of cash in the bank, and you've been able to actually sit down and build a plan to get this far, chances are you're gonna produce more value in your life. And that's where it goes back to the question of, when is it enough? When am I able to actually quit my job? When can I actually jump into financial independence? And I don't have that answer for you guys, but the definition should be when you have 25 times your annual expenses, you can withdraw essentially 4% from a portfolio that is, 90% equities, 10% bonds, let's say. Reference the Trinity study if you guys want to learn more about that. But effectively, you could live on that portfolio in perpetuity, for infinity, and have a 99% chance of never depleting the principal ever. So there you go. That's the actual definition of when enough is enough. But the real answer of when do you stop, right? Well, if you run a business or you're running whatever you're doing in your life, how do you know when to stop? How do you know when it makes sense to stop pushing yourself? And for a lot of us type A personalities like myself who got here through 90, 100-hour weeks, it's very hard to turn it off completely, right? We still need something that keeps us engaged. And my family keeps me pretty engaged. My daughter keeps me pretty engaged. My wife helps me. My friends, this YouTube, chatting with you guys on Facebook and on Instagram, DMing you guys and sharing in that keeps me busy. But at the same time, I still have a thirst and a hunger for growth. And I think psychologically, humans are designed and programmed to want to grow. And so in this vlog, I want to talk to you guys about when is enough enough? I don't know, but I think growth is good for the human psychology. I think it's good for the human psychosis. It feels good to grow. Whether that's emotionally, whether that's mentally, whether that's financially, there are many ways and aspects spiritually, ways we can grow. But if you're not growing, it doesn't, it feels unnatural. And so what I want to say to you guys is focus on doing what feels good for you. Once you've unlocked financial independence, for those out there who have the 4% safe withdrawal rate or have a business or passive income coming in that is, more than what they need to live on, pull the trigger. Do it. It'll be the best thing you ever did. I quit my job a little over a year ago when I was 24 years old, and it was the best thing I ever did. I quit my management consulting job in IT, and it was the best thing I ever did. I jumped into real estate, and I jumped into financial independence, and it was great. No regrets. You can do it. If you've made it this far and you've built up this much net worth, you're ready. And you're going to keep producing value going forward. So if you guys are out there and you're ready to pull the trigger, do it. And if you're not there yet, keep watching my videos because I'm going to help you guys get to that point. Anyone can get to that point in like 5, 6, 7 years. If you're already at that point and you're financially independent, this video is also for you because when is it enough? it's hard to tell when it's enough. I have a few friends actually who are in the same boat around financial independence, and you know, it's really tough to know when do you stop, right? For instance, I have the ability, I'm 25 years old. In all likelihood, if I grow at about 13% return on investment, hear me out, until I am 65 years old, if I just maintain 13% on my net worth growing every year, and I find a way to live, you know, not off that part of my net worth, that say a little over $1 million. I ran a compound interest calculator, compounding twice a year. I'll have $110 million. I'll be a decamillionaire when I'm 40. By 60 something, I will have $100 million. So even without even putting my foot fully on the gas, I could essentially be someone who's a huge player in the real estate market, or a huge player in general. When you have $100 million, that's a lot of money. And so that carrot that gets dangled often keeps us fire folks tempted and you know, on the track of continuing to grow and pushing ourselves when we really shouldn't be. I should be relaxing more. I should be on more vacations. I should be in Costa Rica right now, talking to you guys live from a villa in Costa Rica on the beach. Instead, I'm sitting here in London, Ontario, in my living room, looking at you guys in the lens of a camera. Anyway, so I'm gonna wrap this video up. Just a vlog expressing some of my thoughts on when is enough. Right now, I feel like multi-millionaire is a minimum. I'm gonna probably hit that milestone in 2 or 3 years if I just keep going sort of semi-passively. If I put my foot on the gas, decamillionaire in the next 5-10 years is again possible for the net worth. That's not even out of the realm of possibility. That's just growing at a continued rate of like 13%, which I think is pretty reasonable. In real estate, 40, 50, 60% is pretty doable, especially when your cash on cash return is 25, 30%. With rental properties and the power of leverage. Check out my other video on how leverage makes you really, really wealthy, especially when debt is as cheap as it is today. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap this vlog up. It was kind of just me expressing some feelings that I had on the inside I wanted to share with you guys. 25 times your annual expenses and you guys are free. I'm helping you with this channel and my blog, 25 and Free, to spend less, earn more, and maximizing your returns so you can live that freedom lifestyle. Cheers.